Okay, good morning everyone, and welcome to Retailing Management online classes. This is Dr. Mahesh M. Vanjeri, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad. Okay, so dear students, in the previous class we completed a study on first element of retail mix, location. Okay, so in today's class we are going to review the second element of retail mix, okay, that is merchandise. Okay, so basically, so before I go ahead with unit number 4 and chapter number 12, okay, which deals with merchandise management, so I would like to share, okay, some websites where you can get very authentic and detailed information about retail industry. Okay, so I am going to share my screen now. Okay, students, can you see this website? Yeah, student Sharon, can you see the website?
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, see, this is one of the most important websites. Okay, so please remember. Okay, ibef.org, ibef.org. Okay, so you will have almost about any comprehensive report about any industry in India, including retail industry. Okay, some reports are prepared once in a 6 months, half yearly reports, and others are annual reports. Okay, there is no other comprehensive and credible information like this. You can vouch on this information. Okay, for your various studies, maybe internship study or project study or assignments or preparation for the class. Okay, you can refer this website. So here I am presenting you the retail industry in India. It is the last updated on October 21st, 2020. Okay, so these are some of the advantages of doing retail business in India. It is basically prepared, okay, to attract foreign direct investment in the country in the retail sector. Okay, but as we already know the problem with FDI in India, FDI in multi-brand retailing is the most, okay, look, yes,
Sir, one of the students is asking you to
okay,
allow.
yeah, okay, 1 minute. Yes. Okay. So the FDI in multi-brand retailing is the most profitable one for foreign retailers, but which has, okay, so many restrictions. 51% FDI is allowed in multi-brand retailing, but along with so many restrictions that the option is very unattractive to foreign retailers. So that's why none of the foreign retailers have started multi-brand retailing. Okay, when I say multi-brand retailing, the examples that I am giving to you, Walmart discount stores, Walmart super centers can actually come into India. Okay, so only if that FDI in multi-brand retailing, okay, restrictions are eased. So the ease of doing business in India in retail sector is not very easy. Okay, so on that country will rate very low. But yet, yes, there are some advantages have been mentioned, like robust demand, increasing investments, policy support. I don't know how, okay, but let us see. Government plans to establish renewable energy capacity. Okay, so it is about infrastructure. Government of India has ramped up its previous target to achieve 227 gigawatt of renewable energy again. So this is only about infrastructure. Okay, nothing about the removal of restrictions on FDI. in multi-brand retailing. So competitive advantages of India. So if you want the full report, okay, so you need to click here, Indian Retail Industry Report. Okay, but in order to download this report, you need to become a member. Okay, so simple. So yeah, my login has failed. Okay, but anyway, so you need to sign up actually. Okay, so this is because I have not signed up. So I just try to log in with my email ID and user password. So okay, so you need to sign up in order to download this report. Okay, just one time. Then second, okay, website is okay. Yeah, it is RAI, Retailers Association of India. It is the apex body for the retail industry. Apex means highest body. Okay, so Retailers Association of India website is rai.net.in. Okay, so everything related to Indian retail industry, maybe it is about government policies, the industry report, or updates, articles, surveys, analysis, strategies, anything you need A to Z about Indian retail industry, you'll find it in this website. Okay, so if you just resources are there here, so STO, okay, REI magazine. So this is a magazine related to retail industry. This is the only magazine on Indian retail industry in India. Okay, there are no other magazines available or published on retail industry in India. Okay, so as you can see here, so this is the March to June. Okay, quarterly magazine it is. Okay, then here you will find November to December 2019. Okay, so these are archives. So if you simply click on the cover page, okay, yeah, so click here to download, but yes, definitely you need to sign up again. Okay, so you will get e-magazines. Okay, the way Business Today is there, Business World magazine is there, these are general business magazines. They are not specialized. Okay, but Storei, okay, STOREI is a pure retail magazine. Okay, you just need to download these magazines, e-magazines. In order to download, you need to sign up first. Okay, so I hope so these two websites, so one is ibef.org for retail industry as well as for any other industry report, comprehensive and credible. And second website is rei.net.in. Okay, the Retailers Association of India. So you'll find the only retail magazine in India available here, free, but you need to sign up. So don't be lazy, sign up today itself after the class during the short break. Okay, in both ibef.org as well as in rei.net.in, because I am going to give some seminar topics. So you need to choose your seminar topics from these magazines. Okay, from these magazines, preferably the cover stories or smaller articles inside the magazine. You can choose anything. Okay, but all the articles will be from this Storei magazine. So I am going to check whether all the 41 students have signed up or not in rai.net.in and ibef.org. Okay. Okay, so students, any response about the websites? Do you feel the websites are useful to you?
Yes, sir. Very much, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
very good. Thank you, Sharon. How about other girls? I cannot hear your voice.
Sir, this the
Yes, sir, it's
what, sir,
useful.
the project what we are doing right now, sir.
Yeah,
All these information have been collected from itself, sir.
right. You are right. Okay. So about the industry, you can have all industries, almost all industry, comprehensive as well as authentic information, credible information only in ibef.org, industry
Yes,
reports.
sir.
Excellent. Okay. So that's good. So now I'm going to, okay, switch to the chapter number 12, where we are going to learn the second element of retail mix. Okay. Yeah, before that, yeah, one more website I wanted to share. Okay. See, for any credible information on market share, for example, or company profits, so there is one more website called statista.com. Many a times, okay, if you are a regular reader of business news in Times of India or other authentic sources, okay, so when some data is presented, sometimes you may find that in the bracket Statista, so that information is taken from the source Statista. So magazines like Business World, Business Today, newspapers like Times of India, Economic Times, okay, all of them they refer to this source for authentic market share and other such data. Statista.com. Here you need not sign up, simply you can open up the website. Okay, and see here also you can download this, okay, report. So the title is distribution of the retail market across India in financial year 2019 by category. So I need your focus on these categories. Okay, so food and grocery. So it will also give you an idea of what Indian retail market is. Okay, though it looks very glitty and glamorous to us, okay, but please find out that 65% of all the merchandise sold in organized retailing, okay, is just food and grocery. So I repeat, 65% of all the merchandise sold in Indian retail industry, okay, is just food and grocery. Okay, so whereas in developed nations, when you go, the percentage of other categories of merchandise like apparel and footwear, consumer durables and IT, jewelries and accessories, health and entertainment, the proportion of these categories goes on increasing at a much higher rate. It is so because, okay, Indian consumers are okay, the purchase power or purchase capacity of Indian consumers is very low. So one person works, five people are dependent. Okay, so that is the reason why out of the major about 65% of the income of a person goes on purchasing for food and grocery, okay, for himself and family members. Very little amount, say approximately 35% income is left to spend at discretionary items like apparel and footwear, consumer durables, jewelry and, okay, accessories, health and entertainment. Okay, there is no awareness about health. Okay, so the spend on health merchandise is very little. Home decor and furnishings expensive again. Okay, beauty and personal care is lowest, 2%. Okay, so you know how our boys come as a KGF heroes, okay, without shaving. Alright, so there is no need for personal grooming and personal care. So these all is reflected. Okay, so all those things what we observe in the micro level also are witnessed here. Okay, so in this data, so very authentic data, okay, credible. Okay, and there are other sources like this Statista, but Statista is one among the leading sources of information when it comes to market share and other such data about Indian retail market or other industries. So I would like to draw your attention towards these categories. Okay, so food and grocery, I hope you know what does that mean. Apparel and footwear. Apparel means ready-made garments. Consumer durables and IT. Consumer durables, when I say, okay, television, okay, audio systems, mobile phones, microwave ovens, washing machines, okay, and so on. Then jewelry and accessories, health and entertainment, home decor and furnishings, beauty and personal care, and others. See, these are nothing but merchandise categories. So I repeat, it's a very important term, so please pay attention. Okay, so these categories, when I say, okay, so these are merchandise categories. Okay, so I repeat, the major merchandise categories in the retail industry are food and grocery, apparel and footwear, consumer durables and IT, jewelry and accessories, health and entertainment, home decor and furnishings, beauty and personal care, and others. See, you will find organized presence of organized retail in each of these category. So where the potential is high, you will find more number of competitors like food and grocery, supermarkets, hypermarkets, and warehouse clubs. Okay, sell food and grocery items. I hope you can recall. So most of the times when you see a organized retailer, okay, so it will be either a supermarket, hypermarket, or a warehouse club. So Reliance Fresh, more supermarket, more hypermarket, Reliance Smart, Reliance Market, Big Bazaar, all these are into this category, food and grocery. Apparel and footwear, ready-made apparels like pantaloons for example, okay, or Bengaluru Central stores, okay, Easy Day, Max, okay, sorry, not Easy Day, Easy Day or Easy Buy, whatever it is, okay, Ginny and Johnny. So all these are apparel, and footwears include Reliance Footprints, Woodland, Mochi, and so many retailers we know. Consumer durables and IT, Reliance Digital, Tata Chroma. Okay, at the national level and at the regional level we have Harsha, Girias, Pi. Okay. Then jewelry and accessories, Malabar, Kalyan, okay, Joy Alucas, and so on. Health and entertainment, okay, see, pharmacies come under health category, okay, as well as sports equipments like Decathlon. Then entertainment include the multiplexes like Cinepolis, okay, then PVR, and so on. Home decor and furnishings, okay, so in this segment you don't find many organized retailers, okay, but if you can recall one of the one of the future retail stores which I presented in my PowerPoint slides, okay, it was Home Decor, okay, name of the store was Home Decor, okay, anything and everything A to Z, 1 to 100, anything you need to construct a new house or to renovate your house, you will find in Home Decor retail store. Then beauty and personal care, okay, like your L'Oreal, okay, L'Oreal store, beauty stores, okay, or even Himalaya has come out with exclusive stores, okay, for personal beauty and personal care products. So general knowledge in this regard, okay, will come in handy in learning the subject. So as you saw, okay, almost in each category there is presence of organized retailers in India, but among them the biggest, okay, category is food and grocery. It is because the disposable income of Indian consumers is very little. Most of the earnings, okay, are spent on food and grocery due to the large family size and one of just few members working in the family. Purchase power is low. So when the purchase power increases, the consumer spends on additional categories or categories of discretionary items. Okay, so today we are going to make a beginning to learn the second element of retail mix, merchandise. So in merchandise is nothing but the goods that are kept inside the store for sale. The goods that are kept for sale inside the store for sale are referred to as merchandise. Okay, so merchandise is broadly classified into these 7 categories. Okay, so this will be of very helpful in nature for us in learning the next element of retail mix, merchandise. Okay. Okay. Okay, students, can you see the PowerPoint slides?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so this is the second element of retail mix, which is merchandise. So in this chapter, we are going to learn how merchandise is managed. Okay, in fact, we learn managing the merchandise and planning process. Okay, now the significance of managing the merchandise is, okay, if I consider a small mom and pop store, or in India we refer to it as kirana store. Okay, very small. Okay, you might have seen, and if you stand inside the store and take a look around you, you can find out which product you have, and which products are, okay, have reached the reorder level, or which products have finished. So looking at that, just the kirana store owner can place an order. But think about big bazaar. Okay, I think there are more than 600 big bazaar stores are there across India. So how will you identify which goods are nearing reorder level? Okay, then next, what is the say how much units you are going to order of a particular SKU? SKU is a stock keeping unit. One item is referred to as SKU, stock keeping unit. Okay, so how many units of SKU of a particular merchandise you are going to order depends upon its sales in the previous previous cycle. The cycle may be of 1 week, okay, or a fortnight, month, or a quarter, depending on the movement of the product. So you need to, how are you going to find out the sales of that particular SKU? Let's say Colgate dental cream 100 gram. Okay, Colgate has more than 10 or 20 varieties. Okay, so in that I am talking about one variant, Colgate dental cream, the white paste, 100 gram. Again, there are different sizes. Okay, so this way, identifying the merchandise which needs to be ordered, knowing its past sales, based on which preparing a order quantity, then placing the order with the vendor, receiving the merchandise, allocating the merchandise to each store. Okay, then also trying to find out the trends or patterns in the sales of each SKU, which SKUs are moving fast, which SKUs are moving slow. Based on that, a company needs to make certain decisions. So managing this for the entire country, or managing this for hundreds of stores or thousands of stores across a country is very difficult, whereas it is very easy for a one kirana store. So that is the importance of managing the merchandise planning process. So in this chapter we are going to learn how the merchandise, okay, management planning process is done. Okay, so I hope I have brought you to the background or on the foundation of what we are going to learn. Okay, so at this point in time I would like to take your questions if you have any. Yes, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Snehal, any questions? Yeah. Snehal, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay. Did you note the websites which are referred?
Yes, sir. Now I'll log in it after the class.
Okay. So all the students without fail, ibef.org, you need to sign up and create your account, and rai.net.in, you need to sign up and create your account in order to download the resources. And as I mentioned, you will get some seminar topics which you have to choose from the Storai magazine. But in order to download the magazine, you need to sign up, and you can choose any better. You choose a small article. Cover story will be very lengthy, like 8 to 12 pages. Okay, very difficult to present within 15 minutes. You can choose smaller articles other than cover stories. Okay. Yeah. So Hanumantarai, can you hear me? Hanumantarai.
Yes, sir.
Huh. So did you make note of the websites which are referred?
Yes, sir.
Okay, two websites repeatedly I am referring. You need to browse the websites in order to get the updates on retail industry. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So let's get back to the presentation. Yeah, can you see the PowerPoint slides?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Okay, so these are the elements of retail mix: location, communication mix, pricing, store design and display, customer service, and merchandise assortment. Okay, so assortment means variety. So we learnt how to find a suitable site and location for a store. Okay, and the first element of retail mix. And in this class we are going to learn the second element of retail mix, merchandise. So what to sell in the store, and how to manage the merchandise. Okay, it needs really, okay, to manage the merchandise which is present across, okay, hundreds or thousands of stores across a country. Okay, it really needs, it's a really big task. Okay, say for example in big bazaar, if you consider, okay, like long back, now I recently I not visited about 8-10 years ago. SKU, as I mentioned, SKU is if you count all the items in the big bazaar. Okay, 1 2 3 4, one by one, if we count all the items in the big bazaar, okay, they would amount to 1,80,000 individual items kept for sale in the store. Okay, so 1,80,000 items. So these individual items are referred to as stock keeping unit. Short form is very popular, SKU. Okay, you should not forget SKU. Stock keeping unit means individual item kept for sale in the store. So you can imagine in just one store has around 1,80,000 SKU. Now it might have crossed 2 lakh already. Okay, so like this for 600-700 stores, how difficult it is to manage individual SKU, and order needs to be placed for each and every SKU. That's why I said managing the merchandise is a, okay, gigantic task, and it needs, okay, very careful planning and implementation. So we are going to learn chapter number 12, managing the merchandise planning process, how the entire merchandise is planned and managed. So before that we learn, okay, a little bit some concepts about merchandise. So first is, what is merchandise management? Say for 3 marks. Merchandise management is a process by which, a retailer offers the correct quantity of the right merchandise in the right place at the right time and meets the company's financial goals. Okay, say for example you want to buy a new mobile phone for this Deepavali festival, and you go to the nearby stores and you had some model in mind, and when you go to the store, okay, so that particular model of the mobile phone is not available. Okay, you go to another store, again that same model is not available. Let's say you also go to online stores, again that same model is not available. So what happened? See, company has created demand, but sale did not happen. Why? Because the right merchandise, that particular model of mobile phone, right merchandise, okay, in the right place from where you wanted to buy. You went to 2 stores in your native and you browsed, let's say, 2 e-commerce sites, the right place at the right time when you wanted to buy was not available. So company lost sales. If it is called cost of lost sales. If the cost of lost sales increase, the company will not be able to meet its financial goals, because the company can meet its financial goals only when sales happen and only when sales increase. And sales happen or sales increase when the right merchandise is available in the right place at the right time, when the consumer wants to buy, from where he wants to buy, what he wants to buy exactly. Managing that, so making the right merchandise available in the right place, means store or channel, at the right time, is called as merchandise management process. Okay, so I hope you got the idea. So I'll just pause here for a minute, not more than a minute, don't go away. Okay, so as part of the merchandise management process, the retailer tries to sense market trends, what the consumers are buying, what the consumers are not buying. Okay, so from where the consumers are buying, say for example a new trend in the Indian retail industry or Indian retail market is the channel from which consumers used to buy. So due to the COVID-19 pandemic, in April May the stores were closed. June July though the stores opened, okay, but consumers were hesitant to go to the stores due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So but still their needs were there. So what the consumer started doing, certain percentage of the consumers started buying online instead of going to brick and mortar retail stores. And I read a news article regarding this also, like for Amazon and Flipkart, okay, the number of shoppers have almost doubled. Okay, so this is called, the part of merchandise management is sensing the market trends. In this context, especially related to merchandise, so which new categories are being, okay, purchased by consumers. Okay, which new categories of merchandise are being purchased by consumers. So during this COVID-19 pandemic, you can very easily understand that the demand for personal hygiene products like sanitizers and hand wash has gone up drastically. Okay, then analyze sales data. See, every time when you purchase merchandise from an organized retail store or from online e-commerce company, okay, so they ask you for your mobile phone or email ID, and whatever you purchase, an account will be created, and whatever you buy, that is stored into your account. So consumer wise, you can find out the data as to what the consumer has been purchasing. Other than that, all the sales that happen, okay, inside a store, let us say there are 600 700 more stores are there, okay, so every time a sale happens, okay, the customer service associate at the POS, point of sale, scans the goods. Okay, when they scan the goods, data is entered into the computer, data related to the brand name, variant, size, price, okay, and quantity. So all this data is entered into the computer when scanning happens. So customer wise, store wise data is gathered, and regularly the data is sent to the main servers of the company where all the data is stored. So the information or data here means information, sales data about each country. If it is a multinational company, within a country, sales data from each state, within a state, sales data from each district, within a district, sales data from each store, within a store, sales data from each category, within a category, sales data of each SKU is available at a fingertip. This is all possible due to the information technology, IT solution softwares. So remember, when next time when the goods that you purchased in an organized retail store is being scanned, so that data is collected and it is stored in the servers of the retail firm. So when you analyze this data, category wise, say for example, or consumer group wise, like male customers, female customers, you can do it, that is possible. So if the data is stored in that way, or region wise or season wise, you can analyze data and identify the new trends, make appropriate adjustments in prices and inventory levels. Like all goods are not don't get sold uniformly throughout the year. Like from January to December, all goods are not sold in equal quantities. The number of units sold of each merchandise differs from month to month. So depending on the sales, say for example gifts, gifts will be sold generally during the festive season. So during that point in time, the inventory of the gifts can be increased. So this way. And apparels, for example, footwear, for example, wristwatches. So many categories of merchandise are purchased mainly during the festive season. So during the festive season, the inventory levels of such merchandise can be increased, and during the off season the prices can be reduced, as well as the inventory can be maintained at a lower level. So dear students, this is all about managing merchandise. So this is just a beginning, like a curtain raiser. We are going to learn in more detail about how merchandise is managed in large organized retail chains. So each retailer is a buying organization. Like Future Retail, for example, Big Bazaar. They buy from the vendors and they sell it to end users. But yeah, as we learned, Future Retail has integrated backwards. They have gone for backward integration. Many categories of merchandise they produce on their own. So as we know, there are about 40 manufacturing units of Future Retail. But generally, organized retailer is just like any other retailer who buys from vendor in bulk and sells it to consumer in individual quantities. So what is the organization structure? So when it comes to such a retail store like Future Retail, Reliance Retail, Aditya Birla Retail, for example, so there are certain terms which we need to understand in order to understand merchandise management planning process. The first term is merchandise. We are learning about the buying organization, means organization structure of purchase department within a retail firm. So I repeat, now we are learning the organization structure of buying department within a retail firm. Yeah, definitely a retail firm needs a buying department separately, as I mentioned. Big Bazaar. So just one store has more than 2 lakh individual items kept for sale, which are referred to as SKU, stock keeping unit, individual stock keeping unit. So across India, about more than 600-700 stores multiplied by 2 lakh. Okay, so you can imagine, okay, the number of SKUs available on a particular day in a particular time. So all these SKUs need to be ordered from the vendors. So definitely you need a separate department. So we call it a purchase department or a buying department. So how the organization structure of this buying department looks, it is mentioned here. At the top level, each merchandise group is managed by a general merchandise manager, GMM, senior vice president. Okay, so the buying organization, the top position in a buying organization or purchase department is GMM, general merchandise manager, or the designation also may be senior vice president merchandise. So below the general merchandise manager or senior vice president merchandise, there will be departments. Okay, so broader departments, like departments are managed by a divisional merchandise manager, DMM. Okay, so there will be several departments. So all the merchandise will be classified into different departments, and each department of merchandise will be managed or headed by a divisional merchandise manager. Then within the departments, the merchandise will be further classified. A group of items targeting the same customer type, such as girls size 4 to 6. Each buyer manages several merchandise categories. Okay, sorry. So within the department, the merchandise is further classified. So this classification is nothing but a group of items. So within each department, the merchandise are further grouped. So that grouping or classification is nothing but the items targeting the same customer type, such as girls size 4 to 6. So those girls who wear apparels of 4 to 6 size, not just apparels, trouser, okay, tops, formals, casuals, semi-formals, beach wear, okay, home wear, or for sports, okay, footwear. Okay, so anything that is sold to these girls of size 4 to 6 is called as a group of items. Okay, so like that, the merchandise within the department will be classified into group of items targeting the same customers. Then within the classification, so there will be categories, like each buyer manages several merchandise categories like sportswear, dresses, swimwear, outerwear. Okay, categories for girl size 4 to 6. So this classification is just for girl size 4 to 6. So the categories of merchandise that are purchased for the girl size 4 to 6 are mentioned here. So these are the categories. So this will be headed again by a category manager. Now within the category, there will be SKUs, the smallest unit available for inventory, control, size, color and style. Okay, say for example, the size of 20 pair of jeans of 28 size. So first is the merchandise is jeans, it's apparel. Second is the size 28 waist. Okay, then a blue color, then denim material and slim fit. Okay, so all this style, color, size I mentioned. Even include a price range for it. So in this order, the buying organization or the purchase department is structured so that the buying can go smoothly. Because why so much is required? Okay, the goal is to make the right merchandise available in the right place from where the customer wants to buy at the right time when the customer wants to buy. That's why such an organization structure within the purchase department is designed. Okay, so when we say in this definition, merchandise management is a process by which a retailer offers correct quantity of the right merchandise in the right place at the right time and meets the company's financial goals. So let us see what are the financial objectives of a retailer. So the financial objectives are generally set in terms of a gross margin. At what price the retailer purchased the merchandise from the vendor and at what price the retailer sold it to the customer. The difference is called as gross margin. So generally a retailer, okay, will keep an objective, financial objective of a gross margin. So say for example a minimum gross margin of 15%, 15% on certain category of merchandise. So overall it can be measured whether all the merchandise in the country or in all the stores is sold at a margin of 15% or not. So if the company achieves the gross margin target of 15%, okay, multiplied by the sales, you will get the total profit for the company. Similarly, one more benchmark or one more financial objective can be inventory turnover or return on investment. What is the total amount invested by the retail firm for a particular period and what is the return on that investment? So these are the financial goals which can be observed by efficient and effective merchandise management process. That is the importance of merchandise. Okay, then there is some information here. What is the good inventory turnover ratio for retail? So benchmarking. So for how a retailer will set a return on investment, it is in percentage or in ratio. Okay, it is in ratio. So how they set the benchmark? Industry average is the benchmark. According to Thomson One Banker database, okay, which is a source of information, the average merchandise turnover in the retail clothing industry is for the 12-month period ending June 2011 was 3.91. So this is the inventory turnover ratio, average industry turnover ratio for clothing. This means that the average clothing retailer sold out its entire inventory 3.91 times during this 12-month period. Means if I round it off to 4, just in case to make it simple, 4 times the retailer has turned its inventory, means sold its inventory 4 times. Okay. So this way either inventory turnover or gross margin is set as a financial objective by a retail firm, which is achieved by effective and efficient management of merchandise management. Okay, so I hope I will stop here for today. Okay, in next class, okay, I am going to begin the discussion on planning merchandise assortments. Okay, in chapter number 12 we are going to learn this, and in chapter number 13 we are going to learn buying systems. So both chapters are related to merchandise. So I will stop sharing now. Okay, students, I'll take attendance first, then I'll go for your doubts if any. Yeah, I'll note down the students who are present. Yeah, Nikita is present. Varsha is present.
Present, sir.
Yeah, Supriya is present. Yeah, students, I think better you do not speak, because when you speak again the alignment changes. So I'll just refer the names and note down. Okay, note down your attendance. Hanmant Rai, then Prasad. If I don't call your name, only then you let me know. Then Nandan, Gautam, Anusha, Shruti, then Manoj, then Meghana Lokhande it is, then Nishad, 1 minute. Nishad, I was still Nishad. Then Bhimaya.
Yes, sir.
See, don't speak, I said. The alignment is changing, dear students. Do not leave the meeting. Do not leave the meeting and do not speak. Okay? Only pay attention if I don't call your name at the end. Only then you give your attendance. Again, the whole alignment changed. Okay, Prashant. Ankita. Akshata. Akshay Pujari. Aditya. Rahul. Snehal. 2 students left. Again the alignment changed. Okay, if I don't call your name, you let me know, please. Those who are present. Rohit, Manjur, Kallayya, Apeksha,
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Sharan.
Sir, I am there, sir.
So anybody's name I did not call. Like Ashutoshi is not present today.
Sir, he was there, sir.
He was there, okay.
Yeah.
So anyone else whose name I did not call? So I hope I called everyone's name, right? Okay then. So any
Yes,
questions
sir.
from your end, students? Any questions? No? Are you sure? Okay, so again I remind you, please sign up for ibef.org today itself in the short break now, and also sign up for rei.net.in. Okay, and I'll upload the video as soon as the class is over in the YouTube and share the link in Google Classroom. Okay, so thank you everyone. Okay, and I think from tomorrow it's holiday till Sunday. So I wish you all a happy weekend. Okay, enjoy and take care, and good day as well.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you, sir.